So welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us. We're here today on Stuff You Should Know About IP with Brian Klein. Brian is the Director of IP Portfolio Strategy and Development in the Intellectual Property Management Department at Boeing. Brian heads up a team that develops Boeing's global patent portfolio to position Boeing strategically for its future. And Brian, we're really excited to have you on the podcast. Welcome.
Hey, thanks a lot. I'm really excited to be here. Looking forward to talking to you today.
So,
all right. Sorry about that, Ray. Go ahead, Ray.
Go ahead. We're going to talk about World IP Day, but Tom, I'll let you introduce and ask.
So I interrupted you again, Ray. Sorry about that. So yes, Brian, we want to talk about World IP Day, and let me ask you, because I think people are sick of hearing from me. What is World IP Day? Give us a little background, if you would.
Yeah, sure. We're really excited about it this year. World IP Day is set up by World Intellectual Property Organization, WIPO, and celebrated all around the world. And we're excited about this year's theme. It's Innovating for a Green Future. Last year, the theme was IP in sports, and we still celebrated World IP Day at Boeing, but we had a little difficulty fitting that in quite right. But this year, when we think about innovating for a green future, it fits perfect. We really spend a lot of time talking and thinking and working to use our aerospace innovation to promote environmental responsibility. For example, last year's 777 freighter had 40 new innovations on it, including flight deck updates that enabled pilots to fly efficiently, manage their routes to save fuel, and reduce emissions. And so that's right up our alley. We're really excited about the theme.
Wait. So what was it that had 40 innovations on it?
A 777 freighter. So think about our large 777. That's a twin engine that flies really, really long routes throughout the world. And this is a freighter version of that. And it had new innovations on it that really thinks about, hey, let's look at the fuel we're using, let's look at the route we're taking, and we can reduce emissions, arrive earlier, save fuel. And so in the aircraft game, everything's about efficiency, right? Everything's about using less fuel and getting more cargo or people to their destination on time.
Right. So what I think is cool about that is you said there's 40 new innovations, right? If you look at a plane, there's probably 1,000 or more things that had to be invented, right? First of all, it blows me away that they even go up in the sky, right? I mean, I'm on planes before COVID-19. I was on planes like every week. And every time I'm on there, I think, my God, it's almost surreal that a plane can fly. But there's so much innovation, yet still you had 40 new innovations last year.
Yeah, just on that product. Absolutely.
Just on that product, right.
Just on that little sliver of that, and that was just an example. So we're constantly innovating. Our team is unbelievable. They're always bringing new things to the forefront. And so we are really, honestly, just trying to keep up and keep them excited about it.
Oh, yeah. I like the way you put that. So what does then, so World IP Day is coming up. Just give us a quick overview of what it means to Boeing and then what types of things you are doing or planning to do with respect to World IP Day.
Yeah, so we recently got a great award, and we were named the Boeing Top Global Innovator for the 9th in a row by Derwent Patent Search. And we're really excited about that. Only 31 other companies have been awarded every year. They've given that award, and it's because of our community. What's that?
Yeah, what is that award?
Oh, essentially they look at your patent portfolio and they say on these 4 factors, the citations, what the global reach is, whether the technology is new. I forget the 4th, and they look at how you compare to your peers. And if you meet the 4 criteria, you're a top global innovator. And so we're really proud of that. And I bring it up because it really speaks to, number one, innovation is really important to Boeing. And number 2, when you think of the World IP Day theme this year, innovation is really crucial to the future of our planet and our society. And we see that every single day through all the actions that countries and municipalities and people are taking all over. And so when we thought about what it means to Boeing this year, we're really thinking about how we can use our IP for the betterment of our company, but also for the betterment of the world. How can we take what we do every day from innovation and bring it to everyone else in our products? And when we think about our proprietary information and our intellectual property, how can we give pieces of those to suppliers in a smart way maybe license to them or utilize our technology even beyond what we do with it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool because especially in your industry, you know, you're flying stuff in the air, right? And it takes fuel to power your planes. So in terms of efficiency, you will be a big impact in making the world better. You know, every little step you take will change the world for all of us. That's a pretty cool theme for you this year.
It really is, and we work with our other our suppliers, other OEMs, other regulatory agencies, and everybody's pushing in that same direction. And so it's a collaborative effort across all of aviation. We're just thrilled to be part of it, and it's a great reason to celebrate it.
So any thoughts on what other companies could do, or how could they approach it this year and in general, you know, to kind of like spread this awareness? Because I think World IP Day is a lot about spreading awareness of not only the theme of the year, but IP, and, you know, kind of bringing the theme brings IP to life, right? So there's IP, which is kind of theoretical, and then there's the theme, which makes it real to us. Any thoughts on what other companies should be doing?
Sure. You know, we really started it for exactly the reason you just gave, which is to really excite and remind our whole Boeing team about intellectual property. This is our third year celebrating it as a company. It's really our second year celebrating it internationally. We now have World IP Day celebrations in India and in Australia and in Europe. And so we're really trying to spread out where we celebrate it. And it really is about reminding folks, hey, these are the things that make us innovative. These are the things we can celebrate. Here are the good things about intellectual property. We use it for training. We usually have a lot of hands-on sessions with people, and we'll bring in pizza or dessert or something fun so we can collaborate. This year's a little different. We're collaborating online, so we're still going to have question and answers. But we found that those face-to-face meetings with our team, our intellectual property management team, and everyone at Boeing for maybe an hour at lunch or at the end of the day, really are where we make connections and try to make those relationships.
Yeah, so you're switching from live this year to doing like Zoom meetings or WebEx or something like that?
Exactly. And we've got them all over the world, and we're going to make sure, you know, we've done a ton of outreach this year, probably the most we've ever done, because we haven't had to concentrate as much on getting rooms and maybe getting some pencils or getting pizzas. You know, it's really been all about planning. So we have a lot of events all over, and I'm really interested to look at the numbers afterwards to see if we don't reach even more people potentially than we did in previous years with our live sessions. So we'll see how it goes. We're really excited.
Well, just like every other company, Boeing has a lot of remote employees now, right? I mean, people that are working from their homes.
Right, definitely. Yeah, we're bringing back, much of our production has been offline for a few weeks at many of our big manufacturing facilities. We decontaminate and we socially distance, and so some of those production crews, just the people that need to be there to produce our products, are starting to come back to some of those facilities. But for those of us who really work at a computer most of the day, we're almost all of us at home socially distancing and working through the same issues that you are and everybody else is.
Right.
So it's been a challenge and fun.
Hey, so Brian, a couple other questions. One is, how long have you been in this IP game?
Oh, great question. I've been in the IP game for just over 20 years. I was in private practice for about 8.5 years. And then I went in-house for an electric motor manufacturer. And then I'll celebrate my 10 years with Boeing in about a month. I was doing legal work when I first came here, and then I joined the intellectual property management team 3.5 years ago. So love being at Boeing. It's a great place to be. And I love being in the IP field.
Yeah, so you're no longer writing patent applications and litigating. Now you're involved in strategy and implementation of strategy. Right.
That's right. You know, we are very busy. We have a large portfolio. We've got about 14,500 pending worldwide applications that we're prosecuting.
Wow.
You know, 30,000 worldwide assets, active assets that are issued. And so we think a lot about where are we going to put our technology this year that's coming in new, what parts of the portfolio that we thought, hey, these are great to protect 10 years ago. Maybe we can do some pruning there in our annuities. We do a lot of planning with our technology teams to think about where do we need to go try to get onto that white space in those areas that people aren't patenting much now. And so it's a lot of strategic thinking, and it's great fun. And we have a lot of people on our team who work with a lot of good outside counsel to do the work you talked about with writing patents.
Yeah, that sounds exciting. Well, Brian, thank you. Ray, do you have anything else for Brian?
No, thank you so much for joining us today. It was really interesting to hear about your background too, especially at the end, but also all the things that you guys are doing for World IP Day this year. It's especially relevant to Boeing, as you made apparent. So thanks everybody for listening, and please don't forget to share the podcast, like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching.